So, last weekend, I had a baby. So our house is now full of stuff that never used to be in it before. Here's our first one. So, getting to grips with some of the nuances of looking after a baby was a bit of a surprise. For instance, we're feeding him on formula, and the preparation of formula is very mucking about heavy. So, Googling on the internet and what have you, I found a product that said it made things simpler, and by God does it. That is the Tommee Tippee Perfect Prep Machine. So I bought one last weekend and have immediately bought another one, so I can have one upstairs and one downstairs. They're supposed to be like 110 quid. I got them for 60 quid off of Amazon, as you can see. And this is going to be a little unboxing and a little review. I can save you time. They're amazing. Like, go and buy one immediately if you need one. They're just utter genius. But we'll go through it stage by stage so you can see what I think is so good about it. So here's the box. We saw these at Mothercare, and I looked at it and just went, what the hell is that? You're getting a bloody cappuccino machine for your baby, and didn't think too much more of it. But let's go through it. Let's have a quick look at the box. 10 times faster than the kettle, probably faster than that. Filter, it's got a water filter in it, that's true. Here's some other Tommee Tippee stuff. I'm actually a big Tommee Tippee fan now. Like, prior to having the baby, I couldn't give two craps about stuff like this, but this is, a lot of their stuff is amazing. Their bottles and what have you are all dead good. Right, let's get on with the unboxing. Here we go, classic YouTube one-handed unboxing. Under this flap we have the thing you put your bottle on. We have the special lid that you screw on top of one of these bottles for doing the shake when you're making it, which you don't actually need. We have a bit of cardboard that I'll keep, because this thing will definitely be saleable on eBay when we don't need it anymore. And we have the actual device itself. Let me just get that out. And you get one of the little bottles in there too, which is a nice touch. And what we have on the cooker hob here, so not that stuff, is what you get in the package. So you get the machine itself, the lid, the bottle. This is the water filter, and here's the stand that you put the bottle on. One sec. So before you can do anything is this complicated sheet of instructions, which is the setup, and this is all about inserting the water filter properly, making sure that all of the water has escaped, and when you're setting it up we have a bunch of lights to indicate when it's too hot and what have you, and then when you first put the first litre of water through, you put it onto a cleaning cycle, and then when it's ready to go you hit this reset button, and that then starts a countdown timer on your filter, and it will tell you in 3 months when you need to put a new one in. Putting a new one in is sufficiently complicated. You are going to want to hang on to these, but if you lose them it's not a problem, because the Tommee Tippee website is really pretty good, and it has all of their manuals in an easy to find way, and a bunch of stuff has instructional videos as well, which is ace. So I'm actually not going to go through this cleaning process, because I said to the wife she could do it so she could have a go, but we will migrate to one I prepared earlier, which is upstairs in the nursery. As a quick interlude before we venture upstairs to the nursery, I just want to make a big love letter to Tommee Tippee and their baby products. We also have, this is their electric steriliser, which is just ace. I mean, I've never used another electric steriliser, I've got nothing to compare it to, but your other options are chemical sterilisation in cold water, or the ones that you put in the microwave. We have one of them too for if we go travelling anywhere. Anti-bac, so important. So this joy, you put your teats and the teat covers or the sucker covers in there, you put the bottles in there, you fill it with 90 ml of water, which all of the Tommee Tippee bottles geniusly have. It's 80 ml actually, that special dotted line there, so that you can use any of their bottles for filling it up really simply. Whack it on, whack the lid on, hit go. 10 minutes later everything is steriliser ready to use. If you don't take the lid off, it all remains sterile for 24 hours, which is pretty genius. Also we have these formula dispensers, where the idea is that you put the right amount of formula in, put it into one of the bottles, and you can take it with you. Jump cut. Take it with you when you go out. So you can see I have one in here, and it's all sealed in there, because obviously you want the outside of your bottle to be sterile. The inside doesn't matter so much because the formula is not sterile. But these are actually just great. I've just taken 4 of these, filled up with the right amount of formula, up to the nursery along with 4 bottles, ready for night feeds tonight, which is pretty bloody brilliant. We've got a bottle warmer. As yet I don't know why we have a bottle warmer. I'm sure we'll figure that out at some point. Oh, and while we're here, a lot of this came as a set incidentally, which is why we got this stuff and didn't know what it was or what we were going to use it for. But we had their special bottle cleaning brush, and you pull the handle out, and that's for cleaning inside the teats, if you pardon my French. Which is fine. I mean, I'm sure you could do it with something else, but this is completely fine, and probably less bacteria on it if you just use it with bottles or something. I don't know. Well, that took me a while. It's actually been a couple of days since the last part of this video, because obviously I had to wait until I needed to make a bottle up, and I wasn't in a special rush, and it was daytime. So anyway, here's the setup we have in the nursery, incidentally, so we make up the feeds for the night. Here's the formula, here's a bottle ready to go. So this is how the system works. Luckily I can do it with one hand because I'm used to holding my boy while I do it. So you can see we've got plenty of water in the machine. We'll keep a bottle of water up here to top it up. Sterile bottle on the machine. Go. So it's set to 4 fluid ounces. It will actually fill up to about 150 with the formula in it, but that's to be expected. Blast the hot water in. Whilst this is going, I'll take the top off my made up thing of formula. Chuck the formula in. Put the lid on a little bit. I may have to pause this video in a second to check on my boy. You alright, girls? And you pop it back on the stand, hit the button again, and it dispenses cold water of the right volume, so when it comes out it's going to be the right temperature. Dum da dum dum dum. Not the most interesting thing in the world to watch. Good job it's not a 11 ounce feed. 11 ounce got bottled and got 9 ounce. And we're done. And you pop the top on, shake it on your wrist to make sure it's the right temperature, and there you go. That took about 2 minutes to go from nothing to a fully prepared feed, which if you've ever made up formula you will know that is very, very good.